Hey, what is up guys? My name is Wilder. This is a Battlefield 3 Rush gameplay on CN Crossing. I'm using the UMP45 on the Engineer class, and it's basically we just win it straight out on the first set of NCOM, so the other team never really takes it. We defend it quite well. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today is not only with making YouTube videos, I actually spend a lot of time on YouTube as it is. Like, obviously, if you're watching YouTube videos, I'm sure you probably had the emphasis that you would like to make your own, and that's how I started. So I spent a lot of time on YouTube watching my own, like watching other people's videos, because also I'm subscribed to other people as well. I don't know how I'm living here on 0%. But anyway, yeah, so I spend a lot of time watching videos on YouTube as well as making them. And one of the guys I'm subscribed to, his name is Lefty. He was primarily started as a Call of Duty commentator, has now branched out to many things. What I was going to talk to you guys about today though is I'm essentially going to put my own take on a video that he did a bit over a year ago. Now this, I will link the video in the description because it was a very good video, and obviously emphasised me to want to do something like this because it made me, I watched the video and I wanted to think about it and think why, why are we like this? And the topic of that video is I'm a nerd. So he was saying, like, I'm a huge nerd, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, because, clearly it's pretty obvious as it is, like, I'm playing video games, but then I'm making videos of video games, and I'm talking about the video game, and I'm posting it on the internet, and you guys are watching this. Like, guys, I'm a nerd. I am an absolutely huge nerd, and not trying to insult you or anything like that, but, if you're watching this video, generally, you're a nerd too. And firstly, like, I want to point out in this video, like, this is not a bad thing. This is something I want everyone, like, if you know you're a nerd or you do something like that, you need to be happy with that, because to be honest, I don't know why, but I'm kind of proud of it, like, proud that I'm a nerd. I'm actually overly joyed that I'm a nerd, because I absolutely love the things that make me this way, that make me a nerd, because they basically are completely who I am. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about, I've said that 3 times in this commentary, is, I thought about that, I watched the video and I was like, this is completely true, I'm a nerd, I'm an absolutely huge nerd. And furthermore, I got to the point of thinking, I'm happy with that, I love that I'm a nerd, that is an absolutely awesome thing. What I was thinking about after I watched the video, and what I thought about recently when I rewatched the video, is why? Like, why do I like the things that make me a nerd? Why am I happy with being a nerd? And what I was thinking about is, like, where did it all start? It would have started when we were children. So, you grow up with superheroes, with TV shows, cartoons, so starting at things, like Power Rangers, you move on to Pokemon, to Digimon, to Dragon Ball Z, to what was next, Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblade, shows like that, things that we absolutely love, and honestly still to this day love. I'd say one of the biggest emphasis that makes me such a big nerd is I have more love now than ever for Pokemon than I did when I first started watching, and that's not just like the games or something. It's the games, it's the TV show, the movies, the cards, everything to do with that entire franchise. Absolutely love it more now than ever. It is probably one of the biggest influencing things in my life. And going on from there, move properly into superheroes, comic books, which I'm actually just really getting into now. Like, I love a lot of superheroes and know a lot about them, but I've never started comic books, which I'm just getting into. Video games, absolute biggest thing in my entire life. Eventually, like, when you move into video games, which for me properly started at Halo, but playing video games has always happened from Sega to Nintendo 64 with Pokemon Stadium, to PlayStation 1 with Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, moving on to Xbox where I finally got into Halo, and then which brought me to the gamer that I am now, where I was watching videos of video games to get better, and now I'm making my own videos of video games and posting them on the internet. So clear, like, everything I love in life outside of my girlfriend, obviously, because girls aren't particularly a nerdy thing, and I guess they can be nerds themselves, but the most important things to me are completely influencing me as a nerd. And like, I'm really happy with myself that I can sit here and talk about it and admit it and be happy with that. Like, I can just go up to any random person, I'm telling probably hundreds of people over the internet I'm a nerd. and that's an awesome thing. So I want you guys firstly to be able to, if you are a nerd and you know you are a nerd, leave me a comment to say why. You know, what do you do that you think makes you nerdy, and embrace it. Like, don't look at this as a bad thing. People are gonna judge you in life for anything, so why not be happy with the things you love, because they're gonna judge you regardless. So that's something you need to ignore. But looking all into this, what I was thinking of is why. You know, why am I a nerd? Why do I like these things? And look, it's not a definite conclusion. I'm sure there's a lot of reasons why, but just a basic reason, because, you know, you can't figure out why you really enjoy something as much as you do. But I thought maybe it's kind of towards, I like the idea of being taken out of reality and put into this world. Like, the emphasis you get to try and explain it in detail. When you're watching a movie or reading a book, like my absolute favourite books of all time, Harry Potter, absolutely love it. The thing I love about Harry Potter is not only is like the whole entire world, everything about it is amazing, but the fact that I can sit there and read this book and be so embraced by it, be so stuck in that world, like feel like I just want to ignore everything else, ignore that I actually have a life outside of this book. I just want to be in there with the characters, because you're reading it or you're watching a movie, like something that everyone has, that one movie that you absolutely love that, I don't know, it just feels like it dragged you in, like you were really embraced by it. And you feel like, obviously you know you're not, but in some way, you know, you feel like you're there. You feel like you physically know these characters, like that you know who they are and they know you, as if like this is a friendship, it's a bond. And that's kind of the conclusion that I came to. I think this is the reason why. Like, I love that, and it's something that's so emphasized by things that, in this day and age, make you nerdy. So, like, yeah, like movies, like books, like Harry Potter, like, that could be considered nerdy to some. But being dragged into that world, being able to watch movies, play video games, where I'm getting, like, sucked into this war, really. I'm in this war, I'm as a soldier, and you know, as with my team, we've got to defend these MCOMs, and you know, you get sucked into that. Like, you feel like this is your goal. This is what you've got to do. You have to win this, basically. And that's the conclusion I came to. Like, that's the reason why I love these things, because I love being brought into these worlds and being a part of these worlds. And that's something, you know, who hasn't in their life watched Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z or Yu-Gi-Oh, or how did I forget, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, something like that. And how long have you spent just wishing that it was real? You know, I can't count probably how many days, years I've probably spent equivalent to, what am I talking about, probably just the last 15 or 10 years of my life wishing that Pokemon was a real thing, that I could actually have my own Pokemon. So that's the conclusion I've come to, guys. I am a nerd, and I think this is particularly the reason why I love to be sucked into that world. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below what makes